Hi guys, it's me again, the pretty face. Today we'll be doing mathematics, solving for x. So come closer. So you remember on the last 3 videos we learned about the rule of multiplication, division, addition, and subtracting of exponents. And then on the 3rd video we learned about factorizing. So now you're going to be using everything in one in order to solve for x. Now usually the question will be blunt for you. It's going to be solving for x. So now let's take number 1 as an example. It's going to be x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. Usually when they ask you to solve for x, you will see this. It's equal to 0. Got it? Good. So remember what we do. We factorize. I'm not going to talk much about factorizing because you should have watched the previous video, I assume. So yeah, it's going to be, remember the rules, x here, 2 and 1. If you don't know why I put the 2 and a 1 here, please watch the video that is going to teach you about factorizing. If you don't know why I put the 2 here and a 1 here, please do that. So in this instance, you're going to take this one first, this bracket, and you're going to say x plus 2 is equal to 0. And then take this one, say or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Got it? We took this one first and then we took that one. So it's going to be, so what you need to know is that any number that jumps this thing, when you take this number together with its sign and take it to the other side, taking it to the other side, it changes the sign. So if it was positive, you change it into a negative. If it was negative, you change it into a positive. Got it? Good. So what you'll do is that x is equal to, you take the 2 to the other side of the equal sign, it becomes negative 2. Or x, remember, we're doing the same thing again. We take this one and to the other side of the equal sign, and then it will change its sign. Don't ask me why. It's the rule of math. So it's going to become negative 1. Got it? Good. Now let's take the second one. 4x is equal to 8. Now remember, we always want to remain with 1x on one side. So that's our mission. Remain with 1x on one side. So in this instance, if you have a number here, whether it's a 4, 8, 12, 100, a million, you divide by whatever is here. Mind the fact there is no squared here. There is nothing here. So what you're going to do is divide both sides, because what you do on the left side of the equal sign, you also do on the right side of the equal sign. Remember that. Remember that. So it's going to be 4 and also 4 here. So this 4 cancels this one, and you are left with x. 8 divided by 4. 4 goes into here once and 4 here twice. So your answer is 2. Got it? Good. I would like you to remember each and every rule we used on the examples that I'm talking about. They are very important. Each example has its own rule. So let's take number 3. It's 10x minus 1 is equals to 99. Remember the first rule we used here and the rule we used on the second one. Now we are going to combine them into one thing. The first thing you do, you take this negative 1 negative 1 to the other side of the equal sign. So on the left side, you are left with 10x is equals to 99. When you take this one to the other side, it changes its sign to a positive 1. And then you'll have 10x is equals to 99 plus 1, 100. Got it? And then we use the rule that we used here. Whatever you have here as a number, you divide it both sides in order for you to be left with x. So x divided by 10, 100 divided by 10, because what you do on the left, you also do on the right side of the equal sign. Remember that. So you cancel here, you cancel here. X is equals to 10, because 10 goes here once, and 10 into 100, 10 times. So you are left with 10. So your x is equal to 10. Now to check if your answers are correct, what you do is that you substitute your final answer into this x here, which is pretty much not relevant, but if you want to check, you check if the right hand side is equals to the left hand side. So for an example, if you have 10x minus 1 is equals to 99, if this x really is equal to 10, this left hand side should be 99 and the right hand side should also be 99. So since your x is equal to 10, you can substitute 10 here. So it's going to be 10 in brackets, 10 minus 1 is equals to 99. Ne? Remember that brackets mean you multiply. So it's going to be 10 times 10. 100 minus 1 is equals to 99. Then 100 minus 1, 99 is equals to 99. That's how you check if your 10 was correct. So you can do the same thing here on the first example and on the second one. In all of them, you should be getting what I got here in order to prove that it's right. So your left hand side should always be equal to the right hand side. Got it? Good. And now we come to the fourth one. 4. So it's going to be x over 4 is equal to 10. Now, this one is pretty different. So, instead of dividing by 4 or doing anything like that, what you do is that you multiply an inverse. Not sure if you know an inverse, what an inverse is. So, if you have 4 here, all you have to do is just multiply by 4 over 1. Ne? So if you had 10 here, you were going to multiply with 10 over 1. If you had 20, you were going to multiply by 20 over 1. So remember, what you do this side, you also do the other side. 10 multiplied by 4 over 1, because you all know that it's always over 1 here. Ne? So this 4 will cancel this one, and then your x will be 10 times 4, which is 40. Now, a lot of people, when doing this thing, will opt to cross multiply. Now, cross multiplication is x over 4, the original question, which is 10. If it's 10 like this, you can just say it's 10 over 1. And then you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you multiply this with that, this with that. So if you say 1 times x, then 4 times 10 is equal to 4 times 10 is 40. It gives you the same answer. The same answer. Got it? Good. So you're going to choose which method works for you and which one doesn't. So if you move to the next page, the last example. It's going to be x squared minus 4. So I'm going to change that 0 and make it probably a 7, just to make things different and to show you what we are doing. Ne? In this instant, what you do is just you factorize this. If you are able to factorize it, you factorize it is equal to 7. So it's gonna be x squared. X and x, 2 and 2, positive and a negative. If you do not know why I did this, go back to the video that will teach you about factorizing. Please do that. Now remember what we did on the first example. We took this side first, x plus 2 is equal to 7. This thing is pretty much important. Or x minus 2 is equal to 7. Ne? Nandi. So what you do, you solve for x using this and this. So you take this one, your positive 2 here, to the other side. Take it. And take this one also to the other side. Ne? So if you take this one to the other side, it's going to be x is equal to 7 and 2. Is this positive or negative? Negative. Because here it was positive and it jumped the equal sign. So what you get is that either your x is 5, or if you take this one to the other side, it's going to be x is equal to 7 and 2. Is this one positive or negative? Positive, because it was negative and it jumped the border, the equal sign. And then your x is going to be 7 plus 2, 9. Got it? Good. Now, what you will notice is that if you take this one and substitute it here, take this one and substitute it here, you're always going to get 7. In some way. Yeah, in some way. So we are done with solving for x. I'm going to teach you more things on our next video. Guys, so we are done. Now, to make sure that what I did with you was productive and all, I want you to do something for me. I'm going to give you a homework. For the first time ever, I'll be giving you guys a homework. So I want you to do this for me. I want you to solve for x. I'm going to give you 3 homeworks. So if it's x plus 3x plus 2 is equals to 10. The second one will be x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. Remember all the rules that we did. And then the third and last one will have to be 4x over 3. This one will challenge you, but I would be glad if some of you got it right, not wrong, because I showed you everything. Let me see. Let me just say 7 here. Now, you're going to leave your answers in the comment section of this video on YouTube. Remember our YouTube page. It's EduSpot South Africa. And our Facebook page, it's Education Spot. South Africa. Now guys, I'm going to ask you if you know of any teachers or anyone who would like to do videos the same way that I do. Tell them to send an email to EduSpot 777 at gmail.com. The person must tell us which phase he or she is going to teach, and tell us which subjects they are going to teach, and then request for a form, and we'll send them the form, and then they will join our team. So for now, it's a goodbye. Remember my homework in the comment section. I'll be looking at your answers. So till next time, goodbye. Oh, I almost forgot. In order for you to be able to comment on our sections, you have to firstly subscribe on our YouTube page. Remember to subscribe and tell your friends about the page, so that what you learn, they may also know, and then will increase the pass rate of the country. So till next time, guys. Bye.